could have been any given Sunday, but Sunday, November 18th, 2018, was a day that changed Alex Smith's life forever. Alex was leading his team in a heated battle against the Houston Texans when he suffered what most would consider a catastrophic injury. It was a compound spiral fracture that resulted in multiple surgeries, 3 plates, 28 screws and pins in his leg. Though the surgeries were successful, a severe infection set in. Alex developed stage 2 sepsis. Doctors and family feared that he might not only lose his leg, but his life. Alex said, "It is my leg and my life." He begged them to do everything they could to save his leg. Less than 3 months later, with special permission from the Pentagon, he continued on to rehab with veterans, vets who had suffered similar injuries. Alex actually threw his first football during a PT session at the very place that was helping him back to the football field. With hard work and through what must have been unimaginable pain and that perseverance of his, Alex has made one of the most dramatic comebacks in NFL history, leading his team to a 5-1 record as a starter and cementing, most certainly, his place in football history. Hi, Alex.
Rachel, how's it going?
Alex, finally. I love your story so much. You've become an inspiration to so many. Football fans are not. You're just an inspiration to people that have been through serious injury. What was the light switch for you when things were really, really bad?
You know, for me, there were so many outside negative voices that talked about, I'm never going to be, even once I had kind of progressed a little bit, but I'll never play again. I should be happy. Just go, you know, being able to get on my feet again and be happy with the rest of my life. I had spent so long hearing all that noise, and you can't help but sometimes your mind does go down those negative paths on what will I ever be able to do again, you know, and you build up these walls in your head that, God, I may never be able to play with my kids. Well, may never be able to go on a hike with my wife, and may never be able to like shoot hoops and, you know, like all these things that I sat and doubted for so long. So then when the rehab process started, when I first went down to that Center for the Intrepid, and
with Dr. Joe.
They were the first people to really push the opposite, that no, you can go play again if you want to, you can do anything you want again. And a little bit challenged me, you know, pushed me. And I needed that.
I loved watching Dr. Joe talk about how scared he was when he saw you take your first hit. And Elizabeth, your wife, is being super calm. She's like, "It's about so much more than football. This is real." And Joe's crying his eyes out. What was it like for you taking the first hit?
When I ran out on the field, thank God it happened so fast, you know, because that day when Kyle got hit, and I didn't have time to even really think a whole lot. You know, I got a couple throws in and ran out there. But it was such an amazing rush of so many emotions. Certainly, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have some anxiety about going out there and getting hit finally. Also, for me, it was really the focus on the positive side, on how good it felt to be doing something like that again. Even to just put yourself out there and be vulnerable. You know, it had been a long time I'd walked around on eggshells and rolled around in a wheelchair and a walker and crutches, you know, so doing everything I could to protect my leg. And I got the okay from the doctors, and here I was back out on a football field. Something I never dreamt in my wildest dreams was actually going to happen, you know, and here it was. And so for me, just really, I think, embracing that moment, you know, being present in it, enjoying it, you know, and treating it like, and really like, you know, I had no idea how long it was going to last. And I was determined to go out there and like I said, make the most of it. And really take it all in.
I mean, it was such a great record for the rest of your season. It's amazing.
It was crazy after that first game, how comfortable I felt back out on the field. And so for me, I'm excited to get into this off season and really try to even kind of continue the trend I'm headed and see what else is in front of me.
Can you explain to everybody about your clothing line?
You know, really when I summed up how I even got back, I mean, really obviously pretty lucky in so many instances as far as physicality goes, but really it did come back to attitude and mindset. And the partnership with Attitude is Free, you know, that and with them, and 100% of all the proceeds are going to go back to the Center for the Intrepid, the place that was so integral in my recovery process.